Okay, as we discussed in the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat analysis, or the SWOT analysis, we mentioned that the SWOT analysis is primarily focused on internal strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats. Well, many SWOT analyses incorporate external factors as well that could potentially constitute opportunities and threats for the business. So what are these primary factors? The acronym PESTEL, P-E-S-T-E-L, is a common acronym used to identify potential external threats from the broader market to determine if they constitute a chance for an opportunity or a potential threat. First off, PESTEL, P is political, and that's the last one is legal, so political and legal together. Is there some threat of political change, political orientation that will affect the legal status of your business or operations for your product or service? Is there a potential threat there? And if there is some type of regulation going to happen there, is there an opportunity, something that puts you, again, advantaged over other competitors or players in the field? So again, you're looking for political or legal. Economic. What is the overall, the macro and microeconomic systems looking like? What are the projections for what level of economic activity is going to be present in your immediate target market and then globally? Because both of those can have effects generally on the business operations, and some types of businesses, depending on what market you're addressing, are hit more heavily during times of economic volatility. So these are things that you can project for. It can help you plan strategically the allocation of your resources, particularly your capital needs and your that's financial capital or human capital, either one, those needs to make it through that time. Sociocultural. Okay, if you've identified your target markets, your market segments, your customer bases, you can try to identify things about these groups that may change their orientation towards your product or service. Think about the entertainment industry, how people's orientation towards certain types or genres or music as a form of entertainment changes. Think about the clothing industry. These sociocultural changes affect dramatically the type, the designs, the nature of the clothes desired by given individuals or target segments that you're targeting with your product or business. So there are innumerable examples for how sociocultural factors could affect your target market or your target segments, and in result it could affect your business operations. So keep that in mind. Technological changes. This is probably the most obvious or most prevalent in every business today. Every level of service, most products are being turned on their head in some way by technological advances. What is on the horizon? Every product is in an uncertain state based on materials, based on 3D printing, based on outsourcing of production. Every service is turned on its head by technological innovations that allow for the provision of services more readily through electronic means. Education, for example, just as this website is attempting to offer a different opportunity to educate managers and entrepreneurs, it's an alternative to your traditional forms of education. Okay, all of these things tend to turn markets on their heads. So technological is something that should always be on the forefront of existing external opportunities and threats the same way. Environmental. Is there some level of regulation or some opportunity or threat that could result from environmental changes? It could be something as much as weather, but it could be something on the nature of pollution. Temperature changes would definitely affect, say, a clothing market or something like that. So anyway, environmental factors, how they could affect the business. All of these taken together, again, are the PESTEL factors. And Combined with the strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats analysis, it provides another layer of examination to see things that you can plan for, or opportunities that exist that you could potentially exploit given these external factors and how they relate to your internal strengths and weaknesses.